This is the 217 Recovery Podcast with Corey Winfield.
This is going back to the letter that you didn't find. Sorry, Corey's mom.
18th of October, 2020. This is the 217 Recovery Podcast. My name is Corey Winfield, the host, co-host tonight.
Howdy.
Today.
Howdy.
Marnie Liston, how are you?
I'm great.
Great. So, yesterday, I put out a post on the 217 Recovery group on Facebook saying, hey, got any suggestions, any topics tonight? And we got one. I probably should have put that up maybe a little more than an hour or so before we actually did the podcast, give people a chance. Because a lot more people commented and had some topics for us, so we'll get to those in just a minute. But first, I'm talking about I'm scared. I'm scared.
Why are you scared?
Because I think I might have, like, kidney cancer.
Yeah, you feel like you're falling apart.
No, it's crazy. Like, we started off productive again today. You know, last Sunday we were productive. This Sunday we were kind of productive. At least we started that way. Did our shopping.
Yeah.
You know, like couples do.
7:30 in the morning.
Yeah, it was awesome. Because we're old.
Right.
You know? So, to beat the rush of the young whippersnappers, we went early. And we got home, and, I mean, I was fine. Everything was going good. And then it's like knee buckling pain from my back. And I'm not a doctor. A lot of people think I am. You think I'm a doctor.
I definitely do not
Yes,
think
you
you're a
do.
doctor. No.
How did you know how to do that? Anyway, so back to my story again. So I feel this pain, and I'm like, and it like buckles my knees, and it's, from what I believe, is the kidney, and it was both of them. So kidneys. It's just like somebody walked up and just shocked me, but it was pain. I thought, man, that's weird. And I do have a couple herniated discs or whatever. I can't remember what it's called. I have a nerve that's pinched like an MFer in my back. So it causes sciatica and all kinds of stuff if I don't stay on top of it and do my exercises. My kegels. That's what I call them. But it really does help. You got to strengthen your core. So I don't know. I'm like, well, is it that? And then like later it's like, it happens again. So I tried to rest it off and that didn't happen. And it's still bothering me. And I don't know, like, I know the whole self-care thing is something that we have to learn how to do sometimes. And do I want to go to the doctor? No. But do I let it go a couple days? You know, it could just be a kidney infection.
Well,
I think that's
probably
more...
go to the doctor.
I'll send her an email. I don't know.
Teleconference.
But I mean, I don't want to do a kidney stone. I don't want.
Yeah, I heard those are painful.
Yeah, so I really don't want to do kidney cancer either. So maybe I'll just take like a kidney infection.
You know what I was thinking about is thinking about like back when I was, you know, drinking and using. It was, I don't think I really even knew what was going on with my body, you know, like, and
like you
going
just poop
through
your pants?
Going through withdrawals and things like that. Like I was sick all the time, and I always just chalked it up to, you know, that it had to do with the drinking, and most of the time it was, I'm sure. But, you know, it's weird because I remember when I first got sober and I had like a touch of the flu or something, and I was feeling really sick and nauseous, and I was like, I'm not supposed to feel like this anymore. Like, I'm not supposed to ever feel sick like this anymore. This is not right. You know, this is unfair. But, you know, it happens. You know, healthy people get sick, and you got to stay on top of things and take care of yourself and your body. And, yeah, I suggest go to the doctor.
See, I don't take care of myself and my body.
Okay. Well,
So-
you need to start.
I know, you're always like, you need to drink more water. You need to do this. Well, you're not always saying that.
And he's
but-
like, there's water in soda.
Yeah, there's water in pop. There's water in coffee. How do you think you make coffee? There's water in energy drinks. There's water in Powerade.
You can only give so many suggestions, and you're a grown man. And so I'm just hoping that you'll take the lead on those things. But here's hoping.
Well, I jumped on WebMD because that's where you shouldn't go. So that's exactly where I went. And it was saying all kinds of things. It could be, and I'm like, yep, I do that.
Could be COVID.
I didn't say COVID.
Oh, maybe it's not up to date.
No, I didn't say COVID. It said, like, if I don't drink enough water, if I'm always dehydrated.
There you go. Ding, ding,
but I'm
ding.
not always dehydrated. Sometimes my pee is, like, nice and clear. Most of the time, actually, it is.
Okay, well, how about at least follow up with it? Don't freak out.
But I know that I don't drink 8 to 12 glasses of water every day. I don't drink.
You don't drink
much
one
liquid.
glass of water a day.
No, well, there's water in the pot. Look at it. The ingredients are right there. It's probably number 1. I'd be surprised if it wasn't, because they have to list whatever's the most. So water.
Moral of the story here, folks, is try to take care of yourself.
Yeah, and
it's
then,
important.
I don't know. I'm gonna give it a day though, because you can't just run to the doctor every time something hurts. But with the kidneys though, that's something that's kind of different. It's not like, oh, my arm hurts because I slept on it funny, or like I don't know. And everything was going fine until just like the electric shock, and then it like happened again and then again, and then we were in the kitchen and it like almost dropped me. It was just like, whoa, like, oh my god, like, yeah, this is crazy. I don't know what's going on. So if I wake up tomorrow during my crazy workout I do every 19th of October once a year, then I don't know. I mean, we'll see how it goes tomorrow. But then, if it's still hurting, then I will make an appointment. But I don't want to feel like I'm just running out to run out. But again, it's kidneys and both of them, and it's just really weird, and it's just that's not a normal thing to be happening. But like I said, I'm not going to do the kidney stones, not going to do the kidney cancer. So I'll just take the kidney infection.
We'll just see where things are at.
Just tell the doctor that. I'm like, okay, we'll see what happens, but I'll keep you posted if I can. You never know. I mean, God knows, but I don't know. When your time's up.
Oh my gosh.
Up.
Okay.
It's for real. Gotta enjoy every moment.
It's true.
Make the most of it. Life's too short. Speaking of that, I almost posted something today on the old Facebook. Because people, of course, the election is coming up in a couple weeks, and people are getting all riled up, both sides. And what people don't realize is I'm not a fan of either one. So I'll bash both of them. And so that leaves me just like, everybody hates me now. Like, I've lost, I don't know, probably about 100 friends on Facebook, which is a good thing, actually. It saves me time from going to have to delete people. But, because you can only have so many friends. And then I meet new people all the time, and I'm like, oh, and then I got to go delete people. So it just works out great. But it leaves everybody just hating on me, both sides. And, I don't know. Like, I even got into it with Curt Schilling on Twitter. He's an old pitcher. He used to pitch. He cheated, did steroids and stuff like that. And then he wants to talk about how great of a pitcher he was. And he really wasn't that great, especially if you take away the steroids. But besides the point.
I didn't know you tweeted.
Not very often.
See, these are things I didn't even know about you. Who are you?
You don't know. You don't know me. You don't know me at all. So anyway, he, I don't know. He's just an idiot. I'm not sure I was even going with that story now. I was confused.
That people are starting to not like you?
No, well, no, because I'll go back and forth, and I don't know, and especially on Twitter, it's so easy to become like a troll. But like, he was posting stuff about Trump or something, and then he started like bashing the governor of Michigan, which I'm not really even a big fan of. But still, I was like, bro, you don't even live in Michigan. Why don't you shut up? Like, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of him. And the fact that he thinks, he can go say stuff. And he said some really very insensitive remarks a few years ago. And it made him shut up for a while. But people like him just shouldn't be talking. And I don't know. It just made me mad. So I was like, blam, hit him with some facts and just some couple middle fingers maybe. No, the old me would have. But no, I just was like, tired of it.
See, I think that social media in general, I mean, there are tons of benefits to it, but there are tons of disadvantages and just stuff that's just a waste of time, and it makes your life more problematic and worrisome, and enemies made and stuff that you never would have been an issue, but
if you're prepared mentally when you go into the app, or when you go on the computer or whatever, when you go into it going, okay, I know I'm going to see some Trump bashing. I know I'm going to see some Biden bashing. And I'm okay with it.
There's some people that actually have to just like cut themselves off.
And I would advise that, if it's something that can get you that fired up and you know who you are and you know what gets you fired up. And if that's something that's going to push you over the edge to use, stay away, man.
Yeah. And in the communication that you can, a lot of things is people that you have tried to or are trying to disconnect from, like relationships, not romantic relationships necessarily, but those two, but friendships and, people will find you, especially if you go, if you are not in your normal routine, which whatever that was, and you're starting to do good and you're decided I'm just going to, not get in touch with these people anymore. And they try to track you down on Facebook or Twitter or whatever. And I mean, people will change their phone numbers, which I would advise as well. It's a good way to kind of start over. If need be, keep the people that are supportive of you, keep those relationships intact. But the other ones, I advise them to let them dissolve in general.
Yeah.
It's what I say all the time in recovery. You're either on my side, by my side, or in my way.
Move. That's good advice, Marnie. I like that. So if it bothers you, though, and you know that it's going to get you fired up, try to stay away from it. If you can't, maybe it's time just to walk away. And most people that I know will say, well, I use it for Messenger. Well, I'm pretty sure you can have Messenger now without actually having a Facebook. Like you can have a Facebook and then just delete the Facebook app, everything that tells you there's stuff going on, and just have your Messenger. And just use that without having to go on Facebook. And like I said, like when I'm going through there, I know what I'm going to see. And sometimes I go in there like I did today. Like you were watching your Christmas movie and I was like, all right, I have a little fun here. And that's when I jumped on Twitter, and then I was like, And then actually I was going to Facebook to get the comments and to write the names down so we could go through that again. And then I just see some stuff and I'm like, Let me just post
and then you're off to the races.
Yeah, I guess
you got sucked in.
I was being a troll. But no, see, I can put it down after I say what I want. And I'm good. Like, if someone's like, Corey, you idiot MFer, you piece of S. Okay. I'm not even going to read it. It's like, when they're like, they replied to you. I'm like, okay, I don't care. I'm not looking for a reply. It's like, I'm in and I'm out. That makes sense. But that one time, though, that one dude, because I posted it on my page, and some dude was like, thought you were about having fun in recovery, Corey. I didn't know you. I don't even remember what that was about, but I was like, delete. Because I didn't like that. I mean, you talk about me, that's fine, but you bring 217 recovery into it, and what I'm about in my recovery, then you clearly don't know what I'm about, so...
Right.
The bottom line is, it is what it is. But so I thought about doing something, and I thought it would be entertaining. Okay, say we live in a perfect world. All right, you can't pick Trump. You can't pick Biden. Who would you, Marnie Liston, elect?
I don't have a response. I don't have a response.
Man.
Who would you pick?
Oh, glad you asked. I've thought about it for about 8 seconds now. And I would have to go with... give me more time.
You came up with the question.
Yeah, I know. But I never even put it... I was going to put it on Facebook, that I never did. But I was trying to think, just when you asked me 25 seconds ago... I don't know. I would pick probably... I'm trying to think like who's the like best human being that I know besides you.
Oh, nice.